What is going on, guys? Nikimoto here, and today I'll be playing on my server again. Hope you guys enjoy. As you guys can see, I kind of have a problem where all my horses, they stick around in my house, but I think what I should do is make a little stable for them. I'm not sure where I should build this, though, because I kind of have, there is some room over in this direction, but there is also room in this direction. Well, not very much, but I'm not sure what I should do. Oh wait, yeah, I probably should put it. So I've decided to put it here, but I'm not sure what I should do with the rat, because I want it to go down the whole length of the house, maybe even farther. I'm not sure what I should do though. Guys, so I've kind of made like a little, I've kind of terraformed this place a bit, so we've got a little bit more room to, like build our stable. I've got like a little bit more room. Might need a little bit more, but I think this thing is going to kind of have the same style that my house does. But I think maybe it should be it should kind of be an extension of my house. But I'm not sure. My supply of oak wood is diminishing very quickly. Gonna have to take a visit to the forest. Really annoying. Oh no, why the nearest forest is thousands of blocks away. But all day long. Why do I love this bow? Yeah. And it's like this took a while to get, but look at when I go over here, it mends itself. Well, that's why it's called mending, of course. Can we get that one? One shot. Alright, I've kind of done a texture pack switch. This is a very, very demanding texture pack. Like, very demanding. As you can see with my FPS, my computer doesn't like it. But I think I've got, let's just see. I've got almost 3 stacks of regular oak and then a stack and a half of regular wood. I couldn't go that long with that FPS. As I finish this up, I'd like to just say something. So pretty much what's happened, and this is really annoying. So we banned this person from the server for pretty obvious reasons, but then this same guy decides that that he has the right, which I specifically told him to tell nobody else the IP, but he did. He told this random person that I've never met in my whole life, who pretty much completely messed up Thomas's house and messed up all his stuff and did a lot of things, but I don't even know. To show me that even though they're banned doesn't mean they can't do anything bad to the server. Alright guys, so I finished off the stable. Now I just need to get the my horses out of my house and into here. While I get on with this, I'm just gonna tell you guys how I basically host this server. So this server is not hosted by someone else. It is hosted by me, me personally. I went out and bought a computer that isn't that powerful, but again, it's got enough RAM and enough cores to do it. To host the server. I think it is like 2 cores and 6 gigabytes of RAM, but so I run the server there, and it pretty much, that's how I have this insane ping to the server, because literally it takes nothing to get from my computer to the server because I have it a wire. So I'm uploading a video right now, and I've got a couple Chrome tabs open on my other monitor, and I'm still getting like a 2 millisecond ping, you know? And everyone else has terrible pings, and I feel so bad, but it's just like, I feel bad, but again, what can I do at this point? But I am taking a bit of a risk by putting it on my my own network, because it could I could get hacked, but I think I'm pretty much fine, you know. As long as I make sure, as long as I trust everyone that I put on the server pretty much, then I think I'll be pretty okay. What should we put in here? Okay, let's put some coal in so we can get a saddle for this last horse. But yeah, I run it, so what OS I use, because I didn't want to get a Windows key for that computer, because it didn't come with one when I got it, I decided to choose Ubuntu, because I've spent a good amount of time with Ubuntu. I mean, I don't use it personally now, I use Windows 10, but for like 6 months, like 5 or 6 months, I used it on my main rig, and honestly, the app support wasn't too great, and that's what I didn't like about it. And honestly, but for this server, since Ubuntu is free, it pretty much, if it gets hacked, and also I used an 80 gigabyte hard drive that can probably doesn't cost very much. It doesn't cost very much. That I could, if it gets hacked, I could just easily plop in another hard drive and install Ubuntu again, and I'll be perfectly fine. But yeah, that's the why did I do that? Because yeah. Honestly, guys, I've had so many servers. I mean, I think I've had about 5 servers. You know, it started about like 3. I had one that was about 3 years ago. That lasted for about a month. And I used probably the worst method of doing it. I got a virtual machine. Now, this virtual machine cost me $7 a month. And now, I didn't have that money. I definitely didn't have that money. So I had to take it down. I just couldn't keep it up. You know, like I just couldn't. But then the next server came actually like 2.5 years later. You know, it took that long. It was, yeah, 2.5 years later. And this server was pretty much even worse. This guy was, and so I had found a free virtual machine. Now this virtual machine had such low performance that literally if you had the thing running on your computer watching it, it would crash. So pretty much that was so laggy, and that lasted about maybe 3 months. And then it was and then like a couple months later, I decided to do my first server on a on what was it? It was a different computer. It was E-Machines, and this thing was super duper cheap. This thing was just it was cheap. So then after that, and then like 3-4 months after that, I created another server on the computer that I'm using right now. That was a 1.10.2 server. Then I shut that one down and started this one. Now, all I need to do is just clean up this area, because I'm not sure what I should really do, because this is a very straight and uniform structure, so I'm not sure. Maybe I should make it more like curved. Like maybe I should make it go along this way, then make this all land, but I don't know. Honestly, what have I done? Like, this is a bad idea, because this is such a bigger project than I ever thought it would be. Guys, we've got a massive problem. Pretty massive, at least. Well, I mean, I probably have to shut down the server for a while, because let me just show you what the chat. So, we have this random person here, which I banned them. I kicked them and banned them so many times before they disconnected, but let's see. Then we have this other person, and then we have this other person. So, we are going to have to turn the server off, and this Let's Play is going to be postponed.